Hello, everyone. We wanted to share a quick video to give you insight into our firm, our culture, and our philosophy. I'm Lorraine, and I'm here with my partner, Gabriel. Hello, Gabriel. How are you today?
Hello, Lorraine. How are you?
Good. Thanks for joining me here. So, Gabriel, can you share with us how and when you got into the business?
Yes, it was in 2006. A good friend from college called me one day and asked me what I thought about getting into the financial services industry. And at that point, I had no idea about it. I was working at a corporation um, for close to 6, 7 years already, and I started looking into it. I spoke to my closest friends, and they all pretty much told me that I was always pretty good with numbers, and I was articulate the way I spoke to people, so that would help me a lot. And knowing that I was not the best guy for being in corporate America, knowing that I was going to be my own boss, created a great opportunity for me. One of my first interviews I had with another firm that I didn't join, I had a guy that told me, he was a manager, if you're passionate about what you do and you like helping people and making money at the same time, this is the great business for you to get into. And being passionate and knowing that I could make a difference in people's lives long term really created excitement in me because I wanted to find something that I could truly enjoy and give back to people that I work with.
One statement you said really resonated with me, and that's that you're a passionate person. I think that we can both agree that passion really plays a factor in being successful in this business.
Yes, and I forgot to mention, I wanted you to give us your story because you've been working with me for close to 2 years, and I also want people to get to know you because they'll be also working with you long term. What's your story about getting into the business?
Well, my story goes that I managed a family business in New York for a few years, took a step back to raise my family. But a few years ago, I decided I want to get back into, it was time to get back into the workforce. So I sat down, I was speaking with my father, and he actually suggested that I call you, and that he thought it would be a great fit for me to become an advisor, and that I should sit down, speak with you, and see what it was all about. And as we can see, the rest is history.
Good, it worked out.
It did.
Good.
It did. Going back to, being a successful advisor, what would you credit the most for you being able to achieve that?
I was very lucky. I met my first year. I was doing a lot of calls. I was calling businesses 300 calls a day. I was working 10, 11 hours on the phone. Um, and it wasn't hard for me because I came from uh, creating habits in another previous job that I was working. A regular day was 10 hours, 12 hours. So coming in, making calls to me wasn't a big deal. Um, and I met my mentor my second year. He was a game changer. The guy had been doing this for 30 plus years. He was very successful, very knowledgeable, and he changed the way I saw things. One of the first things that he asked me was, how many hours do I put into watching TV a week? And I didn't watch a lot of TV, but he said, the one thing that you need to change, it's you need to make yourself read every day. You need to become a person of value. If you become a person of value and you have knowledge, you're going to be able to help a lot of people, and it's going to make this business a lot easier for you. So I always believe that everything happens for a reason. Having worked at the previous corporation helped me create great habits, and then coming in here and meeting my mentor at such an early part of my career really guided me into the area that I wanted to be. I wanted to be a person of value and make a difference in my clients' lives. And I'm very passionate about that.
No, I mean, I agree. I think, and from what you're saying, finding that mentor early on in your career really made that difference.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Very thankful for that.
What would you say, Gabriel, is the basis for our firm to help our clients?
I think the holistic financial planning approach is important because from the get-go, from the first meeting, we're making sure people understand that there are 6 areas that we're going to work on together. Our first um, priority is to make sure that we understand what the person needs and wants, and make sure that they're positioning themselves for that goal. A lot of times, or most of the times, people will tell us that they want to do something and their money's positioned in different vehicles that, for the most part, do the opposite of what they want to get done. So being good with numbers and being empathetic with our clients, it's a huge advantage because we have to put ourselves in their shoes and help them understand what needs to be done to get there. Um, Also having an outside the box mentality, that I learned that from my mentor also, not just going by what you have in front of you, taking yourself out and looking at it from the outside and saying, all right, if this was me, these are the options, what are the best tools that I can use to help this person get there? Knowing that over that course of that plan, there's going to be so many market condition changes that you have to this concept that we have with our firm.
Always evolving, learning, and growing is a main theme for us. If I was to ask you, look ahead 10 years, how do you envision our team at that point?
I think like every day we do it, constantly growing to make our financial concepts more adaptable to market conditions, improving our processes every day, being, again, transparent and open to making changes. Two guarantees: change and death. There's not much we can do about those two. So if we're open to change and we look at it from a positive perspective, you can do a lot more with that energy rather than being closed-minded to it. Technology is going to be a huge part of our future. We have seen it over the last 2, 3 months with meetings being, over the Zoom meetings or Skype, whatever we use. But things have changed, I think, for the better because it makes us more efficient, especially with time and energy. You save a lot of energy by doing the meetings online. You lose a little bit of the touch, the personal touch, but I think it's a habit. I think people are going to see that that's a new norm for safety and for many reasons. And as far as size, we'll probably grow a little bit, at a time. I'm not looking to become this, 100 person group. I have a very strict work ethic, and it's very hard to find people that have the same or comparable work ethic, and I'm okay with that as long as every time we have a client in front of us, we do the right thing for them, and we make a difference, a positive difference over their lifetime in whatever they're doing as far as their financial plans are concerned.
Well, perfect, Gabriel. I think this gives our clients a glimpse to our approach to financial planning and the culture of our firm.
It does. We're here to help individuals as best as we can, and making a huge positive impact in their lives. Thank you, Lorraine.
Thanks, Gabriel.